to communicate. Communication is not just about speaking. There are many different ways to communicate. Find out here. Communication is really important for everyone, every day. Communication is the most important skill in life. Practically everything we do involves some kind of communication. But what about people who can't speak, or who can't speak clearly enough to make themselves understood? Can't speak. What does that feel like? Maybe it's pretty lonely. It might feel a bit sad. It could be really, really frustrating sometimes. Yes, communication disability, not being able to speak, is a huge barrier, and it affects every area of a person's life. For example, it is a barrier to learning and gaining educational qualifications. It's a barrier to chances of employment. It's a barrier to achieving independence. Even making friends can be quite hard. So, what can help to overcome these barriers? Well, augmentative and alternative communication can help. That's AAC for short. Right, what is AAC? What is augmentative and alternative communication? It means that some people need different ways of speaking. Some people have different ways of understanding, or they have different ways of reading or writing. Some people need to use technology. Actually, there are so many ways to communicate, like signing.
Talk about your interests, what you did at the weekend, also how you communicate with each other.
Like pointing to pictures and symbols. Like using an electronic communication aid.
Used augmentative methods of communication for many years, as I have cerebral palsy which makes my speech hard to understand.
I like my iPad helps talking.
There are AAC professionals to help and find solutions for each individual. It's important to get a proper assessment done, as everybody's communication support needs are different. Help can be provided, for example, by a speech and language therapist, a teacher, an assistive technologist, an occupational therapist. But also, you can really help.
Me? But how?
Communication is a two-way process. Your role in the conversation really counts. Here are some hints and tips about how to be a good communication partner. You need to check. Communication difficulties are not always obvious at first. Help. Ask how you can help. Everyone's needs are different. Ask one question at a time. Ask the person to repeat or say things another way. Don't pretend to understand if you haven't. Look for extra clues in the person's eyes, face, body language or gestures. Take plenty time and stay quiet at times. Communication can be slow. We can always find ways to communicate.